Now we come to sexuality in flowers. Depending upon the sexuality, that means the kinds of the male and the female reproductive parts present, we can classify the flowers into three categories: bisexual, unisexual, and neuter. Bisexual is both the stamens and carpels are present in a single flower. That is called as a hermaphrodite or the perfect flower. The examples are rose, china rose, and petunia. Unisexual means only the stamen or the carpel is present in a single flower. If the stamens are present, we call that as a staminate flower. Examples are tassel of maize. If only the carpels or the pistil are present, we call that as a pistillate flower, that is ear or cob of maize. But if both the parts are absent, the stamens and the carpels both are absent, we call that as a neuter flower, that is the ray florets of sunflower. Sunflower, the outer periphery has the yellow colored structures. Those yellow color are called as ray florets. Now we come to Now we start with sexuality in plants. In plants, if they are categorized into two categories: monoecious and dioecious. Monoecious means the male and the female flowers are present on a single plant but on separate positions. As in maize and cucumber, in maize, the lower portion has the female flowers and the upper portion has the male flowers. Dioecious means the entire plant has either the male or the female flowers. So we have separate plants for separate flowers. Single plant has the male flowers. Example is the papaya and palms. Now we talk about the description of the parts of the flower. First we had done the calyx. Calyx is called as sepals. Now single is sepal, collection is called as calyx. Now if the sepals are free from one another, that is called as a polysepalous. Poly means free. Sepals is a condition of sepals, but if all the sepals are fused to form a tube-like structure, that is called as a gamosepalous condition. But if this gamosepalous condition we can see in hibiscus flowers, china rose. But in addition to this, if the lower base is having another whorl of sepals, that is called as epicalyx. Epicalyx is the episepals in which a second whorl of sepals are present. This is again called as, this is present in hibiscus flower. Now we have done the sepaloid perianth and the petaloid. In this sepaloid we have done the gulmohar, in which the sepals are brightly colored as the color of petals. Then we come to corolla. Corolla, again the petals, they can be free, they can be fused to form a tube-like structure. Yes, so if they are free, we call that as a polypetalous condition. If they are fused to form a tube-like structure, we call that as a gamopetalous condition. They can be having a single whorl. Usually we have a single whorl, but sometimes they can be having a double whorl. Two whorls are present, that is present in poppies, but if a spiral whorl is present, that is present in water lily. Now the petals are attracting the insects for pollination. Now we talk about is androecium. Androecium, we have already said that it is having the stamens. The stamen is single, it is having the anther and the filament. Now the anther and the filament, we say anther is having two lobes. This is one lobe, this is second lobe, and they are having in them the pollen sacs. Pollen sacs are having a yellow powder in them as pollen grains. And this, as it bursts open, it will liberate the pollen grains in the air, and these are powdery structures which is carried in the air through different paths. Now depending upon the condition of stamens, if there are numerous stamens and they are all free from one another, then that is called as polyandrous condition. That is present in petunia. But if they are joined in different categories, very first is mono. Mono means one. All the stamens are fused to form a single tube-like structure, that is present in china rose. Second is they are fused in two categories, two groups. One is free, the rest are fused to form a single tube, that is called as diadelphous. Di means two. That is present in sweet pea. The stamens are 10, but the one is free and 9 are fused. But if there are many stamens and they are fused to form several groups, that is called as polyadelphous condition. That is present in Bombax condition. Now we come to inflorescence. Inflorescence is the arrangement of flowers on the stem. Now this inflorescence we talk about, they can be having, as the flower is growing, the flowers are present on the tips of the plant, a single apex. Second, it can be in the axil of the leaf. Third, we talk about all they are growing from different axils, but they reach a same level to form a cluster. Fourth, we talk about is they are flattened, the thalamus is flattened and the flowers are very small and they are present in a disc-shaped structure The youngest flower in the center and oldest at the periphery. This is present in sunflower. Now we talk about is the placentation. Placentation is the parts, the manner in which the ovules are attached to the ovary wall. And after fertilization, the ovary will convert itself into a fruit and the ovules into seeds. Thank you.